Fear of mortality. It's something we all face at some point in our lives. On one hand, we fear the unknown and the inevitable, death. On the other hand, we fear the life that precedes death, the thought of never being able to fully experience everything the world has to offer. But despite these fears, facing our own mortality is perhaps the most important life skill we can have. It gives us the power to appreciate each moment, to live life to the fullest, and to make the most of the time we have. In this video, we'll explore both sides of the fear of mortality, and show you how to overcome them. We'll help you understand why this is the most important life skill to have, and give you the tools you need to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Let's start by talking about the fear of death. It's something that affects us all, and we can't escape it. Death is non-negotiable and it's a reality we all face. However, facing death doesn't have to be a negative experience. In fact, a well-lived life is one where we confront our fear of death head-on. When we do this, we can live life more fully, without being held back by our fear. So, if you're struggling with the fear of death, it's important to reconcile with it. This means accepting death as a part of life and letting go of the anxieties that come with it. This can be a difficult process, but it's an essential one in order to live life to the fullest. Embracing death can actually shape us and make us stronger. When we confront our fear of death, we can start to appreciate life more and make the most of every moment. So, instead of fearing death, let's use it as a motivator to live our lives to the fullest. On the other hand, we also have a fear of life. This can manifest as a fear of living fully, a fear of taking risks, or a fear of stepping outside our comfort zone. This fear can prevent us from pursuing our dreams and living life to the fullest. It can also lead us to live a life full of regrets and missed opportunities. To overcome this fear, we need to acknowledge it and embrace it. We need to be willing to take risks and embrace the unknown. By doing so, we can open ourselves up to new experiences and opportunities. It's important to remember that life is finite, and we only have a limited amount of time. We can't let our fear hold us back from living the life we want. So, let's take the leap and embrace the fear of life, so we can live life to its fullest. Now that we've talked about the fear of death and the fear of life, it's time to integrate the two. This means finding a way to embrace both sides and allowing them to coexist in a way that enriches our lives. Life is a constant cycle of breaking and mending. We will face challenges and difficulties, but we must not let these things hold us back. Instead, we should embrace them and use them as opportunities to grow and learn. This is where the idea of transforming our agonies into sacred wounds comes in. By doing this, we can turn our struggles into something that is meaningful and transformative. Ultimately, this is what a well-lived life is. It's a life that is lived with purpose, meaning, and intention. It's a life where we embrace both our fear of death and our fear of life and use them to shape us into the best version of ourselves. Now, it's up to you to take the steps to embrace your mortality and live life to the fullest. This can be a challenging journey, but it's one that will lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. To end, let's leave you with this thought: life is not a dress rehearsal, it's the real thing. So, embrace it fully and live every moment as if it's your last. Remember, death is not an end, it's a part of the cycle of life, and a well-lived life is one where we confront it head-on and let it shape us. Thank you for watching.